Hey there guys, Shadefyre here, and this is episode 10b. Basically, there's some frame rate issues with the last episode that, some people might not want to watch because that kind of stuff makes them motion sick and what have you. So I figured I'd re-record the level at least, so if people want to see what happens in the level, they can. But obviously this is not going to be my first impressions kind of thing, because I've already played through level once, so it should be a little shorter at least. Alright, so you can't actually replay levels in this game. You can go back to where the level took place, but you can't actually, redo the mission. But if we go to new game here, and we enter SHAAARK, it's a cheat that lets us select the level. So we were on the deep, also the facility. These are kind of one level put together. So let's redo this. So we're here in Environplus's gigantic deep-sea mystery facility. I'm not really sure what the hell this place does. It seems like it's sort of a mining thing, but it just sucks rocks through a tube and then into a crusher. And basically, this giant facility is neat, but this is the sort of thing that never exists in reality, which is a shame that they don't actually build underwater research stations, considering how popular they are in fiction. But there really isn't the funding or the need to really build some big underwater thing like this. I think with the technology we can manage it now, but again, it would cost a lot and there isn't really a reason for it just yet. Not until we find a crashed American spaceship at the bottom of the ocean from millions of years ago. Alright, so since this is not my save, let's see. Okay, we got ability points, so that's good. We're not going to have to go in here with shitty everything. So yeah, body bomb, we're not going to use that because there's no surface down here. Let's increase power. Yep, increase health. Increase that again. And a little bit of accuracy. Alright, so our hunger is going to be low, but there's plenty of stuff to eat in this level, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, so we got to get in and destroy this facility for some reason. And to do that, we're going to have to go and destroy the 4 control rooms, which means going up into their crazy mining pipe system via these grinders. Now, we don't want to get sucked up in them because, like those fish in the opening thing, we will just get ground up into sushi. Very, very messy sushi. So instead, we've got to find the entrance here. It's also like the only level in the game where we'll see stuff like anglerfish. In fact, I think anglerfish might be the only kind of deep-sea specific stuff they put in this level. Which is weird, because we're not really that deep. Okay, so we might be screwed here. I might have just killed myself. Because we want to... Oh, okay, yeah, I missed my exit. Alright, well this is what happens if you get sucked into the tube. Slowly get dragged up to the top, and then pulled into the crusher. Please don't tell me. I gotta respend my points. God damn it. And once you start getting sucked up, it seems like there's absolutely no way to escape. You're just dead and you have to wait. Also, if we get hit by these rocks that are randomly floating through the tunnels, they will push us all the way into the grinder. Kind of weird how this system works. Apparently those rocks are just magically floating towards the grinder. There's no suction or anything in these tubes. And there's also divers in these tubes, so I don't know how this thing works. Alright, so as long as we don't hit rocks, we should be fine. The rocks, at least, you can escape. Control room number 2. Oh, shit. So, those rocks pass behind us and are dragging us with them with some sort of magic magnetic field. Which, if I struggle, I might be able to escape, but I might be dead, because we're a little too close to the grinder. Okay. But yeah, so those were behind me, and they still dragged me with them somehow. With what other magical force propels them through these tunnels. Alright, so we lost some health from that. Luckily, there are some sharks and stuff in here. Alright, control room 2 is this way. Little anglerfish. The other thing we have to watch out for is the deadly, deadly eels that are hiding in the walls of this tunnel. They will just kill you, like, if you touch them. They're not poisonous or anything, they're just really deadly, apparently. Oh, like that one I just touched there. Luckily, he only nicked us. If I had been staying there for more than a second, he probably would have just killed us outright. But yeah, see, there's just, like, divers in these tunnels that the rocks are firing through. This is just a dead-end cave. I lost track of my signs. This is a bit of a maze, but, you know, we're a shark, so it's not like we're gonna drown. Where does this lead? I don't recognize this tunnel. Look at these eels, they're just waiting for me to touch them. But yeah, I presume those are supposed to be like moray eels. Which, you know, would never, ever attack a shark. That would be a stupid thing for them to do. Unless it was, you know, one of those little tiny sharks. Another one of these rooms. Maybe this is where the rocks come from. Those are like the dig sites. Well, why not just put the grinder in there? Okay, I found the signs again. So much for knowing where I'm going. Wait, that's a cave entrance, didn't it? But yeah, this part of the level is basically just a whole bunch of tunnels. Control room 1, control room 2. Let's turn here. Is there signs? No. No signs here either. Oh boy. This just looks like a big metal shelf with nothing on it. Alright. Look, it's a hazardous work environment. You gotta expect that sometimes a shark will chew you up and then fling you into the ceiling. Is there a sign on the wall? Control room 1. Alright, we're almost there. Man, I gotta swallow these guys like 3 times. Even doing the chewing thing. That's cave entrance number 1. This is control room number 1. Alright. Cave entrance. Oh, there's a control room sign. It is this way. Alright, here we go. So, we have to puncture the tanks that set off a chain reaction and destroy the control room. You might think we need to, like, rip these pipes or something, but, no. The answer is not very intuitive. We just need to ram our face into these tanks. Like, that looks like it does something, but it doesn't. I guess with my power low, it takes a couple hits. And yeah, what would normally kill us instantly in other levels from that being that close to an explosion does nothing here. Snack on some anglerfish. If I can actually get a good angler on him. There's a diver here too. Snack on him, why don't we? That's a really big harpoon. Alright, so that's our first control room dealt with. So now we gotta dip out and go through a different tunnel. I think. We might be able to find another control room from here. but we might not. Let's see, what does it say? Control room 1. Watch out for these rocks. Oh shit. They pulled me towards them, but they didn't hook me around the corner. Control room number 3 and 4 are this way. Alright. I think we don't have to stop and ask for directions. Sharks hate doing that. Control number 4. Alright, where's control number 3? Submarine's just sitting there watching. Like, Jesus Christ, did you see that? Alright, there's number 4. Where's number 3? Sign said it was in this direction somewhere. It's this way. Oh. Yeah. This is not it. This is just another storage room. So I guess we do have to go up. Oh god. No, rock cloud. Shit. No. Struggle. Come on. Oh, no, we're dead. Just gotta sit here and patiently wait for this thing to kill you. I wish it would just kill you as soon as you started getting sucked in, instead of making you watch. Alright. It does checkpoint, however, when we destroyed the control room, so that's not too bad. So up through here. Of course, it's kind of hard to look up in this game because it keeps dragging you down to center. That's cave entrance. We want control number 3, which is also that way. Alright. No. Did we pass it? It's this way. Down this way. Obviously the map markers aren't super useful here because of the multiple floors, but here it is. There's a can over here. I guess we don't really need to collect those since this isn't a save file. And it doesn't even save this sort of cheaty level select file, it just disappears afterwards. Stupid hungry submarines. Oh, that eel almost got me. Alright, so we only have one more, control room number 2. And then that is the end of this level and the start of the connected level of the facility. So I am gonna have to go back out, I believe, and then through another one of the grinder tubes to get to number 2. Alright, this is the right way. What exactly about this place needs people to be working in these tunnels anyway? Like, do they need to make sure the rocks are getting sucked through without getting sucked through themselves? Number 2 is up. It looks like. Is there an up here? Or is that over and around? Oh, it's over and around. Alright. And now we have to get out of these tunnels and into the facility. Why? Because Jaws destroys anything in the ocean. He exists to tell man that the ocean is not his place. Oh, this is just a cave. Well, I guess that's why you lose health when you grab a diver, because they stab you with their knife. I didn't actually look close enough to notice that before. Very much like Depth, the game Depth. At this point, I am trying to follow the objective markers, but I think we just need to get outside. A lot of these dead-end caves. There should be a cave entrance this way. Yep, just try not to get sucked in here. Need to get into... where is the facility? I don't like being down here, even though I know there's nothing big and scary down here. We need to go further up. We're too deep now. I think we need to get in through this grinder. Yep, this is the one that shut off. Alright. Down we go. Or in a downward spiral, since we can't just look straight down, because that doesn't work in this game. And then up. And of course we can't look up either, so we just have to grind against the wall until we get there. There's not even a way, as far as I can tell, to turn off that centering. Alright, so that's the end of the deep. However, the facility is a connected level to the deep. It just kind of dumps you immediately into it. Which dumps us into the boss fight with the Colossal squid, which somehow got in here past all of the running grinders. The Colossal squid is not super tough. He's just kind of annoying. Also, does not look like a Colossal squid, looks like a giant squid. A giant squid, because a Colossal squid is not actually that much bigger than a giant squid. Ah, shit. He nabbed us. Shake it off, alright. So all we need to do is sort of hang out near the wall and get him to charge. However, he will also just slap the shit out of me with his tentacles sometimes. You might also notice that they didn't make any audio for this boss whatsoever. Ah, shit. I'm doing a lot worse with this than I was last time. But yeah, this thing is completely silent. It doesn't make any noise when it hits the walls, doesn't make any noise when it attacks, or takes damage, or anything, because I guess it was too hard to make squid noises. Generally, we can just kind of keep moving. He'll eventually charge at us. Like that. And then we can grab one of his tentacles, yank him off. But yeah, it's weird how like the only sound effect in this is the little battle music and the grinding rock crushers. Alright, let's swallow that tentacle, get some health back. Basically, you'll see him pull back right before he does his charge. Okay, he's doing his swipe. Up. Oh, he just flung me out of the water like 30 feet. And then when he gets out of the way, we just bite off some more tentacles. Or, I think I touched his beak and he killed me. Look at that beak. Just clipping right out of his torso thing. And his eyes clipping into his head. Man, this squid is just a mess. Alright, but I came in here with low health, so this should be easier now that I'm filled up again. Also, you'll notice he doesn't have a health bar. This is not a boss that you actually need to do damage to, it's just based on, you know, hitting certain stuff. Oops, that's not the dodge button, that's the camera button. He should be doing his charge in a second. So yeah, we just need to do enough scripted damage to progress this fight. We don't actually have, you know, health damage. Alright. Gotta watch out for that beak. But yeah, so the Colossal squid is actually shorter and fatter than the giant squid, but neither of them are close to this size. This is like some, you know, 20,000 leagues of shit. Alright. So we should be able to snag his eyeball now. Oh, shit, I missed the opportunity, I think. Since we ripped away his protective tentacles. For some reason you can't bite it even when it's open like that, you have to wait. Oh. What? Oh, I think I got stuck on top of his tentacle. Ah, boy. Come on. That beak did a lot more damage when I bumped into it than when he drags you into it. Also, you might think that you're supposed to get him to, like, get his tentacles stuck into these grinders. No, these grinders serve no purpose in this fight whatsoever. They're just there. Alright, I guess it won't let me grab the eye yet. I should have ate that tentacle, but I let go of it. Running out of tentacles. That's gonna be a swipe. Go up. I think I still. Oh god. Oh, where am I? He knocked me onto the catwalk. It's not my time to do a turn on the catwalk. Again, like, if there was any sort of noise to indicate, you know, hey, I'm about to charge or anything, it'd be a lot easier, because obviously the camera is not great for paying attention to what he's doing. There we go. Yoink that sphere. Oh. Now we just gotta get his other big juicy eyeball. Alright! He sent me to the moon. Oh boy, this thing has just the best physics. Especially once its tentacles start clipping into itself. Nope, not the beak. Chow down on that eyeball. Oh, we didn't get much out of that. Alright, so now he's blind. And we have to get him to charge into these pipes. These things. Well, I guess they're not pipes, they're structural supports. Any day now, squid. Which, even that makes no noise, no breaking sound or anything, just complete dead fucking silence. They must have been running pretty low on budget by the time they made this fight. They're like, we spent all this time trying to get this squid to animate without clipping through itself constantly, which we sort of managed, but we didn't have time to make audio. But yeah, you just sort of hang out, you'll see him start to close in on you when he's about to charge. He was a lot more aggressive last time I did this fight. Also, you'll notice that it doesn't actually mark these things on the map. You have no idea what you're supposed to be doing here until it happens by accident the first time. Alright. That tentacle just gently nudged me and I died for some reason. And guess what? You have to redo the fight from the beginning every time. Isn't that fun? Luckily, again, it's not too easy, it's just tedious. Or, I mean, too hard, rather. It's not too easy. Alright, he seems to be attacking more frequently now, which is good. I missed it. And of course, that's not the end of the level, because we haven't actually destroyed the facility yet. We just broke into a different part of it. But yeah, no real reason that squid should have been there, or that it should have existed at all. But yeah, they're just like, oh shit, we need something. Deep ocean, colossal squid. Giant squid? No, colossal squid sounds bigger. Let's use that. And it's a shame, because that was one of the things that I read about when it was like 10 silly things from Jaws Unleashed, that I was like, yeah, I should probably actually play through this whole game. And it's just such a lame, disappointing fight. I'll turn around here. I think I need to go around through this hole in the wall. I mean, was this whole part of the facility underwater, or did we flood it when we broke that glass? Also, why would you have glass in a deep-sea facility? Open up. If we had our full power meter, we could do this a lot faster. But yeah, this looks like it was all above the water before. Also, these computers still working perfectly fine while completely submerged. But not anymore. Jaws knew that's what he would have to destroy to get to the control center. Which we're going to destroy as well. It seems that at this point in the game, trying to swallow these divers still takes 3 chews before it actually kills them. Oh, good. I'm wedged. There we go. Hey guys. How's it going in there? Actually, it seems like there's no one in there. I guess this would be an appropriate place for that. Throwing a stretcher out a window reference again. Except this time with some video. Oh man, I love that movie. Alright, flood the control room.
My son, now my work? I'll kill you myself!
Man, he's pretty resistant to pressure considering he's not even wearing a full diving suit. I think his head would have just exploded when he got this deep. But that is the CEO of Environplus, who just happened to be hanging out here when the shark decided to attack. Or maybe our goal was to get in here and murder the shit out of him? I don't know. And he's got his little scooter thing and he just kind of pops around. And we just need to kill him. Come here, you scootsy little fuck. He likes to hide behind these exploding canister things. While the submarines shoot torpedoes at you. I guess we could just take out the submarines first. Alright, where is... Oh, we only got 60 seconds to do this. I didn't even notice there was a timer. Where the hell did he go? Is that even the same diver? Oh shit, stuck at the corner. There he is. Alright, CEO consumed, which of course has caused the facility to explode even more. Time to get out of here.
Mr. Mayor, I saw the whole complex explode with the shark inside. Mr. Shaw sacrificed himself to kill the beast, and I'm lucky I made it out in one piece.
I truly appreciate your bravery in the light of such overwhelming danger. The good news now is that the shark is finally dead.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. We can't be certain that there is no remaining threat to the public. Mayor, I'm telling you, you better put the 4th of July celebration on hold. It's just too dangerous.
Hate to say it, but he may be right. I've seen firsthand what this shark's capable of, and I'm going to continue to hunt him down until I'm certain he's dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to shut down the festivities because you boys think a shark can survive an explosion like that.
Never mind the fact that the shark caused that explosion, or the fact that the company that is probably funding most of Amity Island just lost a billions of dollar facility and probably aren't going to be paying them anything anytime soon, considering they also lost their CEO and a lot of staff. But no, fuck it. 4th of July celebrations are still on. I mean, I know that's the whole thing with Jaws, with the the mayor being kind of oblivious to the danger and only caring about the tourists coming to the town. But in this, it's kind of comical at this point. Like, we've blown up most of the things around the town that all of their money would be coming from. Anyhow, that's the deep in the facility. Disappointing boss fight. Tolerable level, though. The level wasn't super irritating aside from the inescapable grinders. But I also did a side mission in episode 10, but you're not missing much if you didn't see that, because it was just basically swim above a whale carcass, and then all the things that you're supposed to be defending it from won't come anywhere near it. So yeah, that's that. And next time we will continue on with an actual next episode, instead of replaying the same one. Alright, I've been Shadefyre, this is Jaws Unleashed, and I will kill with you again some other time. Until then, folks, take care.